Can you see a little number on there?
It's past 6.
Color needs to be light blue.
Breakers, we're gonna check that all of those are in.
It's technical,
Clear prop!
loud, and oh so
Extremely exhilarating. I love the feeling of when we take off and the gravitational pull and we go up. I love that feeling.
Kilo Mike Yankee, we have the traffic cleared the right base.
17 years old and a straight-A student, Kendra Lovely
Definitely nose to the books.
went on her first discovery flight during International Women's Week.
And I fell in love with flying that day.
On that flight, she got to take off. But today, with flying instructor Bonnie Tidswell,
I started flying in 1997. How to control the airplane.
she's about to learn and do a whole lot more.
The first one we'll talk about is pitch.
Next,
The normal or the vertical axis.
and before we are about to go up, important commands.
You have control, and then you will reply back to me confirming that you have control, saying I have control. Kind of like your car, you need to have your registration and insurance. Enough time left on the flight. So I've got my license and then also your medical.
It's scary, but there's a lot of checklists and procedures so that everything will be safe and nothing. It's very unlikely, Bonnie said, that anything bad does happen or occur.
We'll bring our flaps down.
And prior to taking off, doing a thorough inspection of the aircraft is crucial.
Well, you go up there and I'll go on the other side. And you want to make sure the fuel cap is in line with the nose and tail. Just check that it's secure and attached.
And before I knew it, we were up in the air.
This is just so fun.
It's really hard not to smile when you're seeing beautiful vistas.
Really peaceful, really away from everything, kind of an escape, I guess. It's really awesome being up there, looking over everything and getting to see all the cars like little toys and everything. I really like being up in the air flying because it kind of gives me a feeling of being like ominous and like all-knowing, kind of really powerful.
We'll turn to the right here.
Kendra applied what she learned in class.
The pitch, the roll, the yaw.
So it looks just like a steering wheel in a car, except you move it forward and backwards.
And then it was her turn to take control.
Felt really good. It was kind of scary when I was flying though.
Also because I was in control, I was really aware of what I was doing, and I just didn't want to dive and crash, even though that's really unlikely.
So there's a, do you see that plane over there?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a citation. We're following them in.
Okay.
And are you sure you don't want to fly again?
I'm on more time. I'm having fun with you flying.
With a smooth landing
She did well.
and a new perspective, I think it's safe to say Victoria never looked so beautiful. The first female president of the Victoria Flying Club says she feels more grounded when she's up in the air.
You have to be so focused.
Since the 1970s, the percentage of women pilots hasn't changed much.
The more recent studies have shown that only about 6.8% of pilots are women. So in 40 years, we've only sort of gone 0.8%. So we have a ways to go, and we're working on that.
Starting with young girls like Kendra, who is now considering a career in aviation.
Women have just as much rights to be a pilot as men do. When I grow up, I want to do something that helps people, right? And flying, that's a means of transportation, right? And you got to make sure that these people arrive at their destination safely.
She's the youngest member of the Vancouver Island chapter of Women in Aviation and will continue to soar with her passion.
This is what I'm a part of, where it's like you don't see the whole, you just see part of when you're on the ground, and when you're above, it's the whole. So you're like, wow.
From high atop Victoria, I'm Raji Kavli.